the junior college with first class distinction. I completed my SSC in High School with first class distinction. And coming to my work experience, currently I'm working as a ETL Talend Developer, testing, and I'm expertising in AWS Redshift database. And coming to my I'm coordinating with the on-site team for requirement understanding and UAT support and SIT testing, etc. And work done analysis, design, and development, and testing. Like that, and good hands-on experience on SQL commands and scripts. Developed various talent jobs for the different data loads like using PLSQL transformations and input components, various input components, various T5 deal interface components like that. And I have good experience on publishing the jobs to tick, automated jobs to tick, and worked on previous and incidental loads. Sometimes we have worked on data migration from production to dev and dev to non-prod and dev to UAT environment like that. And sometimes we have worked on ADAC requests also. Coming to my projects, I did a lot of projects in my company actually. Currently I'm working for AI Bypass actually, but it is an enhancement project actually. My FBSC lifecycle project is revenue actually, but currently I'm working for AI Bypass revenue. Actually, the AI Bypass is an enhancement project where the engineering team planning to move some tables from public database to private database. Because of that, there is an impact on the dependency tables, so that we can rewrite the SQL code and rebuild the talent jobs which are not affected to the current talent jobs successfully. So the main task of the AI Bypass is actually AI team is on-site team actually, unlike some algorithm team. They do some jobs actually. It will take more than 24 hours to load the data load, but we are bypassing the AI team and we are loading the data and we are generating daily, weekly and quarterly files to the business actually. And coming to my revenue project, actually it is a software development lifecycle project. Actually here we are generating the general entry files to the business actually. General entries based on the account level information is sending the information to the business actually. And coming to my client, actually, sorry, before that I want to introduce the architecture of my project actually. Coming to the architecture of my project, actually, my client is Stitchfix. Stitchfix is a online service oriented business actually. So coming to architecture, we have engineering team. So our midtime of our time, they load the data into the staging table. Once the data load is completed, we are getting mails like your data load is completed from database. So once the data tables is loaded, then we can migrate that into the AWS Redshift database to S3 bucket. S3 bucket is a simple storage service. Actually, it is one of the resources available in the AWS. So it can accept the objects as the files into it, and we can use a staging component. And also, if we use a S3 component, it provides more security. If the tables are not available, if the tables are any truncates, any deletes will happen in the database, but the backup will be available in the S3 bucket actually. And once the data is available in the AWS Redshift database, our project is classified into 3 domains actually. Purchase orders and inventory and revenue. Mode I'm working on the revenue domain. Once the data is available in the AWS Redshift database, we can replicate and we can transform the data and we can load into respective domain tables actually. Once the data is available in the respective domain tables, we can send the files to SFTP folder. Actually, it is a secure file transfer protocol. We are using a Talend component for that. It places the file into that folder. From that, the business collects that files and they enter the account level information into the books actually. That is the architecture of the project. And moreover, actually revenue is, there is a 3 phases it will be happen. Initially, we are starting with revenue for US actually. There we can generate the files to the business, and for that we can use SQL code and talent jobs and Redshift database and Redshift tables and views, etc. Similarly, phase 2 is like it is for we are developing the developing for the UK, for the United Kingdom. Same we are generating the general entry files to the business. And phase 3 is it is enhancement, like it is an enhancement project of revenue for US, where we can develop the penny project actually. It is the business request, actually here the business request, they want to purchase the item before they release schedule fee. So that we can transform the data, and we can, based on the requirements, we can transform the data and we can load the files into FXC folders and we generate the output to the business actually. And that's it, that's from my project actually. Hello?
Yeah, yes, Mahesh.
Yes, actually, moreover in my project actually, we are using Talend, like we are extracting the data. File the inter file and we can load into that Redshift database, and we can, once the data in the table is available, we can mapping with our driving table and this lookup table. We can load, we can generate segregation of level information. We can load into account level information, like we are generating general entries, right? General entry is qualified, debit and credit should be matched. For example, we can validate weekly wise data. We are generating weekly files actually to the business. Whatever the incremental data available in the postal system, we can increment the data and we can send the files into the business actually. Anything? Hello?
Okay. Thank you.
If you want more, means I will explain more. If you want more, in my project actually. We are using a lot of talent components for migration and
can you tell me any 15 to 20 component names?
Okay, no problem. Tmap, tjoin, tunite, taggregate row, T-Redshift database, T-Redshift input, T-Redshift output, T-file dealing input, T-file dealing output, T-file Excel input, T-file Excel output, T-normalization, like T-Redshift unload component, T-Redshift row component, T-Redshift bulk execution, T-Java row, T-log row, T-filter row,
Okay, can you tell me what is the use of T-normalized component?
The purpose of using normalization is it feeds the column level entry into the row level. It converts the column data into a row.
Example?
Sorry? Example. For example, I will explain this manner. For example, a column having a column like let me X, it is having values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. The column having. So if you use the T normalization, it asking that what is the column name you want to normalize. So that we can mention that column name over here, and we can use that component. Then it will take like instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of that it is using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. It is the functionality of the nomination component unit. Actually, it is using in our array bypass data load actually. Currently, we are using that component actually in our data load. Actually, what happens means by using column level information, we are getting some Java heap error like that. We are getting some error like that. So that's why we are using this component to overcome that.
Okay. So do you have any experience in ETL job scheduling?
Yes, scheduling, yes, absolutely. I am good experience in ETL scheduling because we are using TIC, like Talend Integration Cloud. We are using for executing we are creating the execution plan over that thing, and we are we are scheduling the jobs, and we are running over that, and we are monitoring through logs.
So what is that name, scheduler name?
Sorry?
What is the
TIC, Talend Integration Cloud. It is like same as Talend Administration Center, okay. But the difference between TAG and TIC is we can publish the jobs through only EC2 missions only through TIC. But whereas the Talend Administration Center, our local missions through Open Studio, Talend Open Studio, local jobs also we can publish over there. But TIC we can't. That cannot be accessed actually.
Okay, which Talend version you are using?
Hybrid version 6.3.1.1.
Enterprise one.
Yes, exactly, correct. Okay. Enterprise edition, yes.
TIC, okay. So do you have any experience in cloud?
Harry?
Cloud, Talend Cloud.
Talend Cloud.
Why it is named as a Talend Integration Cloud? Administration Cloud, is it? TIC.
TIC is Talend Integration Cloud actually.
Integration Cloud, okay.
Yes, why means, see, we can remotely, for example, best example I will say that, if I am not in office, I will go somewhere. So, if once the TIC username and password is having in my mobile, I can log in through that credentials and I can monitor the loads. Wherever I can go, without office. Wherever I can go and I can monitor the jobs. I will check the logs. Once we are creating the execution plan, right? All the execution plan jobs are running successfully or not.
So
I'm checking over there.
Store all the job run status details.
Sorry?
Where do you store all the auditing information? Like let's say
auditing information.
Your jobs are running today, so what time it has started, what time it has ended, how much time it has taken. So how do you implement a job to calculate all these durations, and where do you store that information?
For that, in the building of the job itself, we are using component, T-Redshift flow component. Actually, there we can keep one query like what is the start date, what is the end date, what is the job name, and what is the status of that. So once even if we have if we don't have, for example, for tech, we don't have tick access. So we are far from something else. At that time, we can query in database. Select star from table name where report date : date equals to current date. Once we can query that, it will show that what are the tables currently running in the database actually. What are the jobs actually running in the database? It is showing like that. What are the start date? So what is the completed date? What is the status? Whether it is completed or not.
Okay.
It is pending.
Good. I have a scenario, simple scenario. So your source is database, okay? You need to extract the information from database, and then you need to generate a feed file, and then you have to push it to target location. So can you please tell me how you design the job? What are the components you use? What are the connections you make?
File to okay. For example, my database is Redshift. For example, okay. So I can use T-Redshift input component.
Okay.
And after that, team main connection.
So directly you go for input component. How can you make the connection?
Connection. Sorry. Okay. T-Redshift connection before that. Yes. Okay. That is mandatory, right?
Okay.
Yeah. T redshift connection. After that, T redshift input component.
So at the beginning of the job, don't you use any component?
Sorry?
So you use T database connection component, right? Before that, won't you use any other components?
Yes, I'm using another component also. We are using like mail components. You know, the job is started. Once the job is started, we are getting mails. The job data load is started.
Which component you are using to send the email?
Email. Send mail.
Sorry?
Send mail.
Okay. Is there any other way to send the emails without using send email component?
I'm not sure actually.
Fine.
We are using
Continue to explain the job structure.
Yeah, sure. I will explain. First, you can take that T redshift connection. After that, I'm using T redshift input T redshift row component where you can see where you can write the audit purpose, where is the start date, what is the end date, what is the status. After that, I can go with T send Java mail. After that, on component okay. After that, I'm using T redshift input component, and after that, I'm moving to a T, for example, delimited file.
Okay.
After delimited file to I'm using tmap, or else if the columns in the file and the columns in the table same, I can take the output component, like the T redshift output component.
No, see, your source is table, your target is file.
Okay.
Yes.
Source is table means I can use T redshift input component.
Okay, your target is file.
Okay. T file delimited. T file the output delimited.
Okay. So in between these two components, won't you use any other component?
If we need any requirement like the transformation, then I can use tmap.
Okay, good, fine. So if no transformations required, and see, let's say for example there are only 3 columns, and whatever the data is there in those 3 columns, you just need to pass it to the next file. So in that case, is it really
no need. Direct we need to direct connection.
Okay. So now, how do you define the schemas in T input, component and T output delimiter component?
Schema, T file input component. We don't want to define any schema, right? That is file component, right? Actually.
Okay. So how the columns will be passed to that component?
We need to point out the folder name. That's it. Where the file needs to go placed.
Okay. So how the structure of the file will be framed without giving the schema details?
Schema details, structure means, okay, you are saying that field separator and comma row separator, right? Okay. Hey, I think that you said schema means I'm going to database. Database components. The database components, we need to give the URL, host, port number, connection, username, password. If it requires S3 bucket, it needs access key, token key, bucket key. What is a bucket holder? We need to pick that file into table. We need to map up the information to the file.
Can you tell me the differences between tmap and tjoin components?
For you, if you are using tmap, we can do transformations in the top of the column. If you use tjoin, it joins two input tables or files. Without giving anything in tmap, you have options like tleft join, tjoin, like that. So in tmap, we are using lookups also. But in tjoin, it takes the input file.
How many lookups can be performed using tmap component?
How many lookups? I'm not quite sure that how many lookups, but we are using almost 4 input components actually.
Database concepts?
Sorry?
Database. How strong you are in DB concepts?
Yeah, good.
Okay, can you tell me the query to get a third highest salary from the employee table?
Employee table, third highest salary. Can I use which class?
Yeah, you can use anything. You just tell me the query. You can
take
your time frame.
Yeah, sure. with bracket open, select table name dot star, comma, I'm using star hairstyle, right? So I'm here using row number of over order by salary from the table name. I'm closing that with class and I'm coming out of the class and I'm writing the select query here. Select star from the with class table name where row number equals to 3. See, actually row number based on the salary, it can display a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 based on order of the salary. Or if the salary is you want ascending means you no need to mention ascending. If you want descending highest salary means order of salary descending, then it will automatically display 1, 2, what is the eighth salary, what is the second salary, what is the cross salary. So if you want cross salary means select star from the table name where row number equals to 3 out of that list. Or else you can write this in this land also. Select star from bracket open, select table name dot star, comma, row number of open brace, so close brace, over order by salary designing, no, from the table name. I'm using from select star from right initially open braces and here I'm closing that and I'm giving alias name as A, where A dot row number equals to 3. So that way also you can generate the third highest salary.
Okay. So what is the repository you are using? Which repository?
Sorry?
Which repository you are using in your project? Repository.
Repository, you can use give me a minute. Repository, right? You are asking? Redshift database, right? I'm not sure. I'm not getting what you are.
No, repository in the sense, do you use Nexus or Git?
Oh, okay. GitHub you are using repository actually.
Okay.
See, once the data or development in our talent job is done, we are published to UAT environment. The user acceptance test is done. We can publish, before publishing the code to the production, we can place this code into the GitHub.
Okay.
After that, I'm placing this into production.
Okay, what is the difference between flow to iterate and iterate to flow?
Iterate, sorry?
Flow to iterate and iterate to flow component.
I'm not make sure actually. Flow to iterate.
Okay, fine.
Iterate means it creates loop until unless we execute the statement.
So what is your total years of experience?
Total year of experience, including my internship, I have 3.2 years.
Okay, what is the relevant into talent?
Talent 2.7 years of experience actually.
How about SQL and PLSQL?
I'm good in SQL, but PLSQL I know little bit concepts, but
can you tell me how to delete the duplicate records in a table?
In a table, right? Duplicate. So we can use here also row number, right? Give me a second. Let me see. Row number. Duplicate, right? Okay. Let me do like this. Select star from table name where row ID not in. Open inner query. Select max of row ID from the table name. Group by employee ID. Based on IDs only you can delete that, right? So employee ID, open close the bracket. Out of that, I will come and I will delete the data like that.
What is the difference between group by and analytical functions?
Sorry?
Difference between group by and analytical functions.
Analytical function, in the sense partition, right?
Can you name few of the analytical functions?
Analytical function, lead, lag, first value, last value. Most of the parts in my project we are using lead lag functions because our requirement is like this. Current row is, for example, I am discussing in business manner. Actually, we have data in styling field data. That is first row. Let's say example. That is first row. Second row we have merchandise purchased by all. If a customer purchasing items, 4 items, then the transaction class will be merchandise purchased by 1 to 4. So we need to write the lead and lag functions over here based on the shipment ID. So here we are partitioning the shipment ID. Based on the shipment IDs, we are aggregate the lead and lag functions actually.
Okay. Do you have any experience in Talend Cloud?
Talend Cloud in the sense?
Talend has recently released its latest Talend Cloud version 7.2.
Oh, 7.1.1, Jaspersoft.
7.2.
7.2? But I have that, actually I have that, I downloaded that and I will export some jobs and I will work on that actually. 7.1 actually, yes.
Okay.
Yes, actually, Jaspersoft actually we have. We have software of Jaspersoft.
Okay, do you have any experience in Linux shell scripting?
Unit shell scripting, no.
Okay.
Actually, moreover, my job, my roles and responsibilities are extracting the data, transforming the data and loading to the respective table.
Okay.
And performing the unit testing from end to end.
Yeah, can you tell me about ELT operation? When you perform, yeah.
Extraction, load and transform.
Correct.
Operations, okay, operations in the sense, we are extracting the data from source systems, we are loading into the staging table. Once the data is available in the staging table, based on if it is incremental load, based on the timestamp or max of ID, we can extract the data into the staging table, and this through staging table we are loading into the main table.
Okay, fine. Do you have any questions for me?
I think I want to know the company, whether it is how the company, how the inside the
HR will tell you.
Oh,
HR person will tell you about all this.
Okay.
And your current location is Tirupati, is it?